Donald Trump is sensing that his presidency is in any way endangered, his doubts were well disguised. Just over an hour ago, he supervised one of the most revered ceremonies in American life, as he posthumously awarded the country's highest military honor to the widow of a fallen Air Force hero.
John Chapman was the first to charge up the mountain toward the enemy.
No discussion here of the courtroom events of nearly 24 hours ago that have placed his White House perhaps under the greatest pressure since Watergate. Michael Cohen was once the president's personal lawyer and fixer, the keeper of the secrets. And yet last night, he told a judge that Trump was a co-conspirator in the payment of money to influence the 2016 election campaign. According to Cohen, money was paid to two women, to Karen McDougal and to the actress Stormy Daniels, to buy their silence. Cohen's lawyer told me today that Trump was both complicit and culpable.
There is no question the President of the United States committed a crime. He approved and signed the checks, and having known about and being complicit in a crime means you are guilty of the crime. We have a President of the United States. If it weren't for the fact that he was president, he'd be subject to indictment, conviction, and imprisonment.
Does Michael Cohen regard the president as a criminal and as corrupt?
Yes.
Back in April, Trump said he knew nothing about hush money paid to Stormy Daniels.
President, did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels? No. Then why did Michael Cohen make it if there was no truth or allegation?
Well, you have to ask Michael Cohen. Michael's my attorney, and you'll have to ask Michael.
This evening, the president walked a new and very fine line, telling Fox News that yes, he belatedly knew of the payments, but that he used his funds, not a campaign account, to reimburse Cohen.
My first question when I heard about it was, did they come out of the campaign? Because that could be a little dicey. And they didn't come out of the campaign, and that's big. But they weren't, it's not even a campaign violation.
He then reverted to an attack on his media critics, and one newspaper in particular.
The New York Times cannot write a good story about me. They're crazed. They're like lunatics.
And this afternoon, the White House repeatedly clung to an even simpler defense.
The president in this matter has done nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. The president has done nothing wrong.
At the same time as the Cohen drama was playing out, a jury convicted Paul Manafort, his former campaign chief, on tax and bank fraud. And to that news, Trump last night reacted with anger, saying Robert Mueller, the special prosecutor probing Russian collusion, was out of all control.
This has nothing to do with Russian collusion. This started as Russian collusion. This has absolutely nothing to do. This is a witch hunt, and it's a disgrace.
The question now is how Congress will react. No surprise that Democrats smell blood.
We're in a Watergate moment. The White House increasingly is looking like a criminal enterprise, literally.
What's wrong here? This is the most corrupt presidential administration in living history.
It leaves Republicans braced for further legal and political setbacks.
I've got faith in the judicial system, and this will work its way out. I'm sure there's going to be other revelations.
The president last night took comfort in a rally in West Virginia. The loyalty of his core supporters appears intact.
We are now the greatest economy that we have ever had. We're the greatest economy in the world.
On his return to Washington after that performance, he looked understandably weary. Assailed by his critics, under continuing and intense scrutiny by Mueller's investigators, deserted by some in his inner circle, Trump's fate is not sealed, but he is certainly in mounting political peril.